Brody in the 3. What's up? That is the loop, yes. Back it up 1. Everybody back 1. The double line is the loop. Oh, the double line wore off. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So Guy Davies, Zach Gilpin, Brody Zorkos, Eric Gilpin, Matt Peterson, Brian Butler, Barry Torseth, and Isaac Lalone. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready, single file over that first tabletop on the tone in less than 5. Oh, let's not tee off on other cars, guys. So Guy Davey in the all-white Stormtrooper Special. He's your lead car right now, working his way into the infield. Through the switchbacks he goes. Thank you, Anya. Working on 2 down and 3 to go. Guy Davies, Zach Gilpin, your current bump cars. So Zach in the white front, pink rear, trying to get into that D main. Eric right behind him. And the closest battle I've ever seen, Eric Gilpin and Brody Zorkos. Separation was 0.000 last time by. So right now, Guy Davey out front. Zach Gilpin in that number 2 spot. Brody 3 seconds back in 3. Half a second back is going to be Eric. Three down and 2 to go, drivers. 3 down and 2 to go. Novice A main coming up next. Gonna need a volunteer force to help me out with that one. That way I can get these guys right here back out for race number 4. One minute and 30 seconds. It's Zach Gilpin now to the point. Novice B main next.
1 minute left.
Inside of 1 minute to go, your top two have a 6.8 second lead over Matt Peterson in that number 3 position. .25 seconds to go. Guy Davies, Zach Gilpin still running 1 and 2, but this time in a different order. Oh, and Guy goes off, so caution in the clinic kink. Clear. Less than 5 right there. That was smart driving, Isaac. Well done. And time has expired. Race him to the line, drivers.
Done.
Race him to the line.
Done. Zach Gilpin done. Barry Torseth done. Isaac Lalone done. Guy Davey done. Brian Butler done.
That
all
is a race. All stop, all done. Zach Gilpin, Guy Davey. Get your cars ready. You're moving to race number 6. Race number 3 coming up now. I need all the volunteers I can muster. Novice is coming up now. Race number 3.
Up next, race number 3. Novice by Team Associated. B main. Van McKnight. One minute to the start of the race.
B main novice on the track. 2 of you guys moving on to the A main, sponsored by Team Associated.
Real alone. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, go ahead, warm them up, warm them up. Go ahead, take one warm-up lap, then we will line you up. Take a warm-up lap.
Emily Stephenson.
Don't break them now, don't break them.
Madison Sauerkos. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Did Urban leave?
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no more new laps. Straightaways closed, straightaways closed. Let's line you guys up.
Less than
Briella,
5.
move up to the first spot. In the 2 is Madison. Once you're placed, don't move. Number 2 is Madison. And then Lila, red car. And then Van McKnight.
Lachlan Urban.
Emily is in the 5. So leave a spot open for Van. And then Emily. Yep. Yep. And then Lachlan, turn around and head back to him. So wiggle your wheels if that's you, Van, and that's you. So that goes in front of Emily. The red car goes in front of Emily. Lachlan goes at the back. Red car goes in front of the, yep, right there. And then the one that just crashed goes in the back. There you go. Thank you for your help. All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. We are missing a Marshall here. Oh, is that you, Zirkos? All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. You're all going to go when you hear the sound of the tone in less than 5. Restart. Let's clean that up, you guys. Clean that up. Everybody line back up where we had you. Line back up where we had you. Don't break your car. All right, we're going to give you another shot at that, but we're not going to keep going with the restarts. You guys got to clean it up. Right where you were. That's the hump in the floor you just found. What you doing? You got it? Okay. All right, let's put that car down. Let's go racing. What's going on? Oh, perfect. Okay, good job. All right, let's go racing. Let's do this again. Nice and easy through this first corner. Don't try to win it in the first corner, you guys. There we go. You can lose it in the first corner, though, can't you? Don't drive through each other, you guys. Clean, clean. Watch sweeper here, clear. Two of you guys moving on to the A main here in 5 minutes. Let's see who it is. Nice and clean. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 ladies, young ladies on the stand today in this race. Watch right behind you there, Gav. You guys, red and blue, clean that up. You guys are getting into each other a lot. .322 to go. Briella and Madison are your top two right now. Madison just going by. And then it's Emily in the 3. So Madison's got a big gap to Emily, 5 seconds. Madison getting tangled up there. Red car. Clean it up, you guys. You got this now. Nice and smooth. Easy, easy on the wheel and on the throttle. Halfway done. Briella and Madison still leading the way with Lila and Van. Watch a sweeper go inside. Sweeper inside. Okay. Needing help here. There we go. Oh, your second place car getting hung up. Careful, Madison. Bring it home in one piece. You'll bump into the A. 1:55 to go. Briella now 12:507. Madison 12:516 with a big gap from 3 to 2. So right now, Briella and Madison just need to bring it home in one piece. Lachlan, gain some throttle control. You're doing great. Throttle control. Lachlan, throttle control, bud. Watch it back straight away, straight away, straight away. Oh, that was so close. Turn around, turn around.
1 minute left.
Emily, yep. So Briella and Madison got 1 minute to try to finish this one. Van McKnight has 17 seconds to Madison for a chance to bump. So right now, Madison, you just need to finish in one piece. Watch the sweeper. Lachlan, wait. There you go. Go, Lachlan, go. 10, 7, 6, 5. And that's a race. Briella and
Madison's hour goes
Madison.
done. Briella alone done.
Briella Madison drives it straight into the wall.
Van McKnight
Easy,
done.
girl. Briella and Madison moving on to the A main.
The race is completed.
All right, you guys are going to be moving on to the A main, race number 18. Race number 18.
Up next, race number 4. 21.52 WD Buggy by Brenda Wilson at Health Markets. D Main. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Checked. All right. I need marshals out here, please. 21.5 D main. Right now, 21.5 D main. I need lots and lots and lots of marshals, like all of them.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I got a couple out there. Like you're not being ignored, Maddie. I appreciate you being out there to volunteer. Thank you, Seth. Jay.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, right there at the driver's stand, if you can, please. Thank you, sir. Driver's
Less
track
than
and side
5.
track is yours.
Isaac Lalone. Edio. Matt Peterson. Patrick Brooks. Gilb. Christian Smith. Scott Grout. Nathan Stephenson.
All right, looking for a check on Zach Gilpin and Barry Torseth.
Barry Torseth.
And we're good to go. Drivers, shut him down, shut him down. Eric Gilpin will line up under the Reedy banner. Hey, Anya. Never mind. Terry, do you know where white tape is? White tape. Yeah, go put a second line up there, please. All right. Eric Gilpin on the 1, Matt Peterson on the 2, Zach Gilpin 3. Car 4 will be Barry Torseth, Patrick Brooks 5, Nathan Stephenson 6, Scott Grout 7. There we go. Thank you, Anya. That second line there is just to signify that one's the loop. Eddie on the 8, Isaac on the 9, and Christian on the 10. All right. Spacing looks decent. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. Keep it clean through that first tabletop on the tone. Less than 5. decent start. We are racing drivers.
We just put a second stripe up there. There's one up there. Yeah.
Easy does it, guys. Easy does it. To finish first. One must finish. One minute down in this one. Barry Torseth, your leader. Barry out front by 3 seconds. A good battle. Patrick, Eddie, Eric, Matt, Zach, and Christian all in the hunt for 2.
Seven, 8, and 10 is your Marshall race.
2 down and 3 to go. Good battle working into that infield table or double. Caution at the end of the straightaway. Clear. Barry out front by 4 seconds now. Eddie, Eric, Patrick, Christian, Zach is your second group, all doing battle for that number 2 spot. Eddie in the number 2 now. He's got a little bit of cushion. 4 seconds up on Zach Gilpin. So Eddie now in second position, solely in possession of it. Working down the straightaway, coming across the line in 2. 16.9 that last time by Barry at 17.2. Gap 1 to 2 is 4 seconds. Another 3.3 back to Zach. Battles for 3, 4, and 5. Zach, Christian, and Eric. Oh, that was the leader. Easy does it, Barry. Easy does it. So battle now going to be for 1 and 2 as Eddie takes over that top spot. Zach, Barry, Christian, and Eric, the rest of your leaders. So Zach and Barry is the battle now for the bump. 0.7 of a second. Looking for pink and white. Oh, Zach tapping out. It's going to be Barry now into the 2. Christian Smith in the 3.
One minute left.
Eddie Goodrich taking it to the house here. 3.7 seconds the advantage. 40 seconds left to go. So your leader is working his way to the infield double right now. In through the switchbacks, working to the front tabletop. So no pressure from behind Eddie. 10 seconds the advantage. Eric Gilpin finding his way to 2. Christian Smith 3. Caution at the end of the straightaway. Caution sweeper. Caution sweeper.
Isaac Lalone done.
That is
Matt
time,
Peterson
drivers.
done.
Race them to the
Scott Grout
line.
done. Gilp done. Christian Smith done. Barry Torseth done. Eddie O done. Patrick Brooks done.
And one more to finish. That is a race. All
Zach
stop, all
Gilpin
done. Eddie
drivers are
Goodridge,
finished.
Eric
The race
Gilpin
is completed.
moving on to that C main. Followed by Christian, Barry, Patrick, Zach, Matt, Scott, and Isaac. Race number 7, guys. Eddie Goodridge, Eric Gilpin, go get your cars ready to go. The rest of you guys, I need you back out here to marshal.
What's that?
This coming or following race? Following. When do we have to get? Say get the car ready?
Race 10. 7, I mean. 7. 7.
Up next, race number 5. 4WD 13.5 buggy by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. D main.
I don't want to walk off thinking it's wrong and then miss a race because I'm an idiot. Yeah.
All right, race number 5. I'm going to need a lot of help for race number 6, too. So if I can get some, if I can get a few of you guys that are out here for this one to hang out, that would be amazing.
1
Matt's
minute
in
to the
this one
start
as
of the
well,
race.
Gavin. All right, we'll get Barry across the lane right there. I need a marshal to 7. And 5. 7 and 5.
45
7 and
seconds
5.
to the start of the race.
Drivers, track is hot. Track is yours.
Mark Rodriguez.
Oh, that's a gear mesh.
Matt Peterson. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Grout.
Jamie, do you need... Aaron, I've got a full complement of tools over here if you need to set that.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
It's cooked. Oh, it's good.
Less than 5.
All right, we'll give Christian a minute here. They're trying to figure out what's going on with his car. Definitely a gear that's not happy. Nothing you can do. Probably the LTC, the plastic ones? Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, we'll see how many laps we get out of Christian's car. Ooh. All right, let's go ahead and get them lined up. Mark Rodriguez to that number 1 spot. Scott Grout to the 2. Matt Peterson 3. Christian Smith 4. I need a marshal to step out to 7, please. Thank you, Jamie. All right, Scott Grout, move back 1. All right, that's good. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. We are going on the tone in less than 5. So Christian Smith, unfortunately, having a sounds like a ring gear going out. Three cars doing battle now for 2 positions. Scott Grout, Mark Rodriguez. This time it's going to be Mark out front. Now, if I were one of you guys out front, I would probably not be charging too hard in that sweeper. I'd probably be making a left and a right turn through that chicane. And I'd probably be trying really, really hard to keep all four corners on it. Because you got a really good chance of getting to that C main. Matt, that goes for you too, bud. So Mark Rodriguez out front now, keeping it clean. Coming up on 2 down and 3 to go. Mark, Scott, and Matt is your running order. Oh, no. Oh, Scott losing drive. Is it opinion or did he eject a bone? Oh, and it's gone again. Yeah, you can definitely hear it. I wonder if his set screw is loose on the pinion. It's spinning on the shaft. Oh, no. So Scott Grout going to be out early in this one. Mark Rodriguez, Matt Peterson. So it's up to you guys. We can either finish this race early and bump you guys both, or we can run the clock out. I'm good with whatever. It's up to you guys. Copy that. All right, that is a race. Mark Rodriguez, Matt Peterson.
The race is completed.
All right, the penalty for that is I need a couple of you marshals to stick around. Not all of you, just a couple. Rock, paper, scissors, Rochambeau, something. All right, Mark Rodriguez, Matt Peterson, race 9. Race 9, guys. All right, I need a full complement of volunteer marshals here. Only had 4 drivers in that last one, and I just sent 2 of them to work on their car. Race number 6 coming up now. D-Main 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy.
17.52 WD buggy by Pufferfish Racing. D-Main.
Oh, can you marshal in front of the driver's stand for that? Thank you. Probably the sweeper's not bad. We're going to put Anya in front of the driver's stand there.
One minute to the start of the race.
Thank you, Isaac. All right. Yeah, can we get Scott to the corner? Christian, do you mind moving up to the middle, please? Thanks, buddy. Driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Mike Hood. Chris Painter.
A full
Kevin
field
Gross.
here
Matt
of
Jacobs.
10 cars.
Jeremy McKnight.
17.5
Guy
two-wheel
Davey.
drive buggy presented
James
by
Brown.
Pufferfish Racing.
30 seconds to the start of the
event, race number
Aiden
6 of
Peterson.
25. All you guys that are out there volunteering, I greatly appreciate the help.
Levi Lalone.
And one more check on Zach Gilpin. We'll be
Zach
ready.
Gilpin, less than 5.
Driver shut him down. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Jeremy McKnight to the point. Car number 2 will be Kevin Gross. Chris Painter to the 3. Kevin, you're too far up. Chris Painter on 3. Aiden Peterson on 4. Levi 5. James on the 6. Mike Hood 7. Matt Jacobs 8. Followed by Zach and Guy. Mike, Matt, Zach, and Guy. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Taking the top 2 to the C main. Keep it clean through the first tabletop. We're going on the tone in less than 5. That is not it. False start, false start. One more time, a little bit less excitement. Let's not wrap 5 of you guys up on the tabletop. All right, Jeremy, Kevin, Chris, your top 3. Aiden, Levi, and James Brown. Followed by Mike Hood, Matt Jacobs, Zach Gilpin, Guy Davey. Drivers ready, marshals ready, on the tone, less than 5. Much better start. We are racing. We are racing. Oh, caution in the kink. Caution in the kink. Clear. Kevin steering, locking up in the full left position. One minute quickly down in this one. Jeremy McKnight and Chris Painter out front early by 1 second over James Brown. Battles for 2 and 3. Orange and white, yellow wheels. Gonna be your number 2 car. Number 3 is all white, yellow windows. Caution in the sweeper, clear. So Jeremy McKnight with a 1-car buffer between himself and the field. Not anymore as Matt Jacobs goes for a ride down the straightaway. Good marshal there by Pablo. Caution in the switchbacks. Caution in the switchbacks. Two down and 3 to go. Top 3, a little bit of a breakaway. Now 4 seconds ahead of the field. Zach Gilpin and Mike Hood. Keep it clean, guys. Oh, Mike Hood getting beat up out there. Caution in the sweeper, caution in the sweeper. Clear. 3 down and 2 to go. 3 down and 2 to go. Top 3 is still the battle. 1, 2, and 3 separated by 2.3. Oh no. Losing your leader parks it. So new point man going to be Chris Painter. Down that back straightaway he goes. 15 flat that time out of Chris. Oh no, Chris short jumping the double, trying to keep from running over the back of a lapped car. Chris gonna fall to 2, battle's gonna be 2 and 3. Chris and Jeremy over that left side table. Oh, a little bit dicey right there, a little outside, inside move by Chris, out in front of Jeremy. In through the switchback, up into the front tabletop. Through the right side of the Clinic King. Down that back straightaway they go. Battle going to be for 2 and 3. 15-4 out of Chris. Jeremy McKnight at 15-8. Gap is 5/10. Oh, and Jeremy taps out right behind you.
1
Good
minute
job,
left.
Christian. So Jeremy going to tap out. Chris gets to breathe a little bit. 5-0 seconds on the clock. So James Brown working through traffic. He's got a 4-second lead and probably just needs to chill out behind that traffic. Caution wall ride, caution wall ride. Clear. Caution in the switchbacks, go inside in the switchbacks. So 1 and 2 can just finish in 1 and 2 or 2 and 1 order. They're 4.7 up on Jeremy. Less than 5 drivers. 1 and 2 just figuring out where they're going to start in that C main
Levi
now.
Lalone done.
James Brown
Peterson
going to
done.
go ahead and get it. And Jeremy is still live. So 1, 2, and 3 still live.
James Brown done.
James
Chris
Brown
Painter
finishes.
done.
Chris Painter
Guy Davey
finishes.
done.
Jeremy McKnight, a good battle, finishes 3. Looking for a finish on
Matt Jacobs done. Jeremy McKnight done.
Zach Gilpin.
Zach
That is
Gilpin
the
done.
race. All stop, all done, all stop, all done. James Brown, Chris Painter, you guys are moving on up to the next race. Gonna be
The race is completed.
James Brown and Chris Painter moving to race number 11. You've got time. Jeremy comes in 3, followed by Levi, Aiden, Guy, Zach, Matt, Mike, and Kevin. Drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall, looking for race number 7, 21.5 two-wheel
Up
drive
next,
buggy,
race number
C-Main.
7. 21.52 WD buggy by Brenda Wilson at Health Markets. C Main. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Ease up, ease up.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Driver's track is hot, track is yours.
Randy Chong. Jamie Smith. Mike Hood. Jason Inbaum. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Edio. Gilb. Rhett Spencer. Scott Dyke. Stephen Gillespie. Levi
Less
Lalone.
than
5.
What are you talking about? Ball?
The little pill ball insert on the C block for the B7.
C-Hub. C-Hub.
C block,
C-Hub.
All right, we got checks on everybody. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. So if one of you marshals out there happens to see a B7 C block insert, little pill ball inserts, Kevin Gross is missing one. They are out of stock everywhere. We'd love to have one. Let's go ahead and get that grid set. Scott Dyke, your CQ. Jason Ingbaum, 2. Stephen Gillespie, 3, followed by Rhett, Mike, Randy, Jamie, Levi, Eddie, and Eric. All right, what's confusing? Randy Chong, 6, Jamie Smith, 7, Levi Lalone, 8, Eddie Goodridge, 9, Eric Gilpin, 10. That'll do. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean. Oh, hold on. Anya's got to tie her shoe. Way to go, kid. 99% consistency. You think you don't need shoes to marshal. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean. On the tone, less than 5. Oh, that was not great. But it's kind of everybody screwing themselves, so we're racing. Oh, broken. Is it just, no, that's not a ball cup. That's a bulkhead. Not great. Caution at the wedge. Clear. So Randy Chong out front, Mike Hood in that number 2 position, bringing Eric, Eddie, and Scott with him. Top 5, only separated by 4 seconds. Oh, caution straight away. That goes infield side, infield side, infield side. Clear. Randy Chong, Eric Gilpin building up a little bit of a lead. There's 2.0 seconds up on Levi and Eddie. So Levi and Eddie chasing down that bump. Oh, that is not it. So word of advice, drivers, this carpet will grab your car and throw it if you land with your wheels turned. Randy Chong and Eric Gilpin running 1 and 2, 1.1 seconds of separation. Eddie Goodrich, 2.8 back in 3, bringing Levi, Scott, and Rhett. Top 4 now, all locked together. Randy, Eric, Levi, and Eddie. Separation 2.3. And clear. Good awareness, Zach. Caution straightaway, infield. Clear. Randy, Levi now up to 2. Eric and Eddie. Levi to 1. Randy back to 3. Eric Gilpin finding his way to 2. Top 4 all together. One minute to go, drivers. 1 minute to go. Levi, Eric, and Eddie is
left.
your battle. Eddie now to 2. Eric back to 3. 1.3 seconds back, bringing Randy with him. Caution, infield double. .30 seconds left to go, drivers. 30 seconds to go. Levi Lalone in that one spot, 18 flat. Eric Gilpin, Eddie Goodridge, green with the red, and then the white, yellow, and red and black. White wheels of Eddie Goodridge is the battle. They're going to get by for another one. Oh, caution in the clinic kink. Eddie getting wrapped up with a crashed car in the kink.
Randy Chong done. Red Spencer done. Gilp done.
And that is time. Race them
Stephen
to the
Gillespie
line,
done.
drivers. Race
Mike
them
Hood
to
done.
the line.
Scott Dyke done. Levi Lalone done. Jason Inbaum done.
Is it too soon to say in typical Eddie fashion something gets broken on the last lap? Ball cup.
So Levi Lalone and Eric Gilpin getting the bump. Scott
race is
Dyke coming
completed.
home 3. Eddie 4, followed by Randy, Rhett, Steven, Jason, and Jamie. Levi and Eric, race number 12. You got plenty of time. Drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Race number 8, Masters C Main, presented by Toyota Lift Northwest, coming up next.
Up next, race number 8. Masters 2WD Open Buggy by Toyota Lift NWC Main. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, last couple of marshals to position, please. Driver's track is hot, track is yours.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Polly. Kyle Johnson. BJ Fossey. Sean O'Reilly. Jeff Jenkins. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we have checks on all drivers. Shut that straightaway down. Sean O'Reilly to the point.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Jeff Jenkins to that number 2 spot.
Less than 5.
Paulie Fitchett to the 3. Kyle Johnson 4. BJ Fauzi 5. All right, drivers ready, marshals to position. We are going on the tone in less than 5. Good start by our Open Masters 2-wheel drive buggy C main event. All right, Paulie, just remember, be smooth. One and two, a little bit of a breakaway, working on 3, 4, and 5 down the back straightaway. Into the infield goes 3, 4, and 5. Kyle making a little bit of a mistake now. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5 all together. Anybody's race. So Paulie moving up to that number 3 spot as Sean got it wrong through a jump. Down the back straightaway for your number 3 car, Paulie Fitchett. He's chasing down Kyle Johnson. Battle going to be now for 2 and 3. Kyle Johnson, Paulie Fitchett. Both drivers getting a little hung up. Move Paulie up to that number 2 spot now. We're helping Paulie get dialed in with that new B7, tuning up that speed control. Making it nice and smooth. I gave him the same exact speedo setup as what I'm running, so he's got no excuses now. So battle 2 and 3 going the other direction now. Paulie in 2. Kyle Johnson working him over in that 3 spot. 220 down, 240 to go. Oh, hard thunk out of somebody. Oh, and losing Paulie, tapping out, getting onto the straightaway. He's got time, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Oh, and BJ getting it wrong. Has a thought. Does a better rejoin. So Kyle Johnson, 3.7 back from Jeff Jenkins. So that's not that big of a gap. Jeff out there running a nice smooth race right now. And the battle for 2 and 3, working through the switchbacks right now. Thank you, BJ. So 2 and 3 down the back straightaway they go. The orange and white yellow wheel is going to be Kyle Johnson. The blue green white yellow wheel is going to be Paulie Fitchett. Oh, easy does it, buddy. Easy does it. Somehow that car did not shoot into the straightaway. 1:10 to go, drivers. So Jeff having a solid run. 5.7 up on Kyle now in that number 2 spot. Paulie just 3 seconds back in 3.
1 minute left.
Caution in the kink. Oh. So fast car on the track is Kyle Johnson. He's got a 13.8. Paulie's got a 14 flat. Jeff a 14.2. So Jeff trying to just hold on for that win. Paulie's just trying to drive, not trying to run into anybody there. Less than 10 drivers.
Sean O'Reilly done. Jeff Jenkins done. Paulie done. Kyle Johnson done.
And that is
BJ
the race.
Fossey
All
done.
stop, all done.
All drivers
Jeff
are finished.
Jenkins, Kyle
The race is
Johnson.
completed.
Moving to race 13. Gonna need 4 marshals, please. 4 volunteers to help me with this one. Race number 9, 13.5 4-wheel drive buggy C-Main, presented by Linwood Auto and Truck Service.
Up next, race number 9. 4WD 13.5 buggy by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. C-Main.
Run out of tire.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, drivers. Yeah, give that old man a break. There's an arrow on the ground there, Kyle. You gotta follow
45
the
seconds
arrow.
to the start of the
All right,
race.
track is yours, guys. Track is yours.
Brian Mendez. Mike Hood. Kevin Gross. Mark
I won't
Rodriguez.
give you too hard of a time.
Matt Peterson. Gilb.
Yeah.
Aiden Peterson. 30 seconds to the start
Kyle
of the
looked pretty
race.
dialed out there, Kyle.
Scott
Nice job.
Dyke.
Paulie, you went fast. 14 flat. Let's go.
15 seconds to the start of the
Yeah,
race.
car looked good. All right, I got checks on everybody but John Dunn and Chris Painter. Last call, John Dunn, Chris Painter.
Less than 5.
All right, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Let's go ahead and get a
Painter.
good set. Leave the one open for John Dunn.
John Dunn.
All right, Kevin Gross to the 2 spot. Eric Gilpin 3, Scott Dyke 4. John, that's the loop. All right, Kevin, Eric, Scott, Aiden, 5, Aiden 5. Mike Hood, 6, Chris Painter, 7, Brian Mendez, 8, Mark Rodriguez, Matt Peterson. All right, field looks set. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Single file through this tabletop on the tonal lesson 5. Oh, let's try that again. False start. All right, a little bit less enthusiasm this time, guys. John Dunn on that number 1 spot. Kevin to the 2, Eric 3, Scott 4, Aiden 5, followed by Mike, Chris, Brian, Mark, and Matt. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready on the tone in less than 5. We are racing. Oh. Caution, man, Seth's gonna need a he's gonna need a break after this race. Getting all 10,000 steps in the first minute. So Brian Mendez has found himself up to the 2 spot. And this is going to be a little bit confusing. So Brian Mendez and Scott Dyke have the exact same paint. Oh. Oh my goodness. Easy does it, guys. Easy does it. So Aiden Peterson has found himself into the 2 spot now. And he got hung up. Mark Rodriguez now right behind him, bringing Brian Mendez with him and Matt Peterson. .210 down. John Dunn on a very red lap here. Going to lose first place. Aiden now to the point. Aiden Peterson, John Dunn separated by 0.2 of a second. They're 2.2 up on Mark. So John and Aiden doing battle. Meanwhile, Brian Mendez and Mark Rodriguez are catching them. So Mark Rodriguez is in that number 3 position right now. He's 6.5 back from John Dunn. So Aiden and John just have to keep all 4 corners on it. Caution in the kink. That goes infield side, infield side. Brian Mendez tapping out for number 4 position. Aiden out front. John Dunn and Mark Rodriguez is the battle. 1.8 is the separation.
1 minute left.
Caution getting onto the straightaway. Caution straightaway. Clear. "35 seconds left to go. No battles to be found. 10 seconds of separation, 1 to 2. John Dunn just has to hold it together. He's 3 seconds up on Mark Rodriguez. And Mark tapping out right there. Going to lose a position there. No, that's Aiden Peterson coming by for a lap. So Aiden about to put the field a lap down. 13 seconds left to go. And drivers, that is time. Race
Aiden
them
Peterson
to
done.
the line.
Chris Painter done. Mark Rodriguez done. Gilp done.
Aiden Peterson and John Dunn going to get by. Move on up to that B
Scott Dyke
main.
done. John Dunn done. Mike Hood done. Matt Peterson done. All
That is the
drivers have
race.
finished.
Aiden Peterson,
The race is
John
completed.
Dunn, your bumps. Moving up to race number 14. You got plenty of time. Mark Rodriguez, 3, followed by Eric, Scott, Matt, Chris, Mike, Brian, and Kevin.
Up next, race number 10. 2WD 13.5 stadium truck by the Deitch family. See main. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's get my marshals back from that last race, please.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
I honestly have no idea. Did you get any second places? Or first place?
15 seconds to the start of the
If
race.
you check the heat sheets, they do update. They update with bumps.
We need marshals.
Less than
I
5.
had 10 cars in that race. I have 3 open spots. Let's go.
Car looked really good. Way easier to drive when you don't have access to 150% power.
Our driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Pablo Guerrero. Brian Butler. Jamie Smith. Rhett Spencer. Andrew Chong.
Eric Gilpin. Race 12, 21.5. We have checks on everybody. Shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. Jamie Smith going to be your CQ, followed by Rhett Spencer, Pablo Guerrero, Brian Butler, and Andrew Chong. So Andrew breaking out of both rounds of qualifying. Got some work to do here. And get Andrew to slide up there. We'll be ready to go. We are good. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean through that first tabletop. On the tone in less than 5. 1 minute into this one, Jamie Smith out front, Rhett in that number 2 spot. Rhett now going to take over the top now. Andrew Chong up to 2. Jamie back to 3. Battle 1, 2, and 3. Separated by 3.1 seconds. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes 30 left to go. Race 10 of 25 on the track right now. This is two-wheel drive 13.5 stadium truck presented by the Dyke family. Our C main event. Andrew Chong taking his turn at the lead, working his way to that front tabletop. Jamie Smith, 2.7 back in that number 2 spot. Another 4 back to Rhett with Brian and Pablo rounding out the field. Andrew down the back straightaway coming across. Excuse me, that's Pablo. Andrew into the wall ride now. Up and over that front tabletop. Working down the back straightaway in the number 1 position. He's 7 seconds up on Rhett. Caution straightaway go inside. Clear. Coming up to 3 minutes 30 into this one. 1:30 left to go. Andrew Chong throwing down the fast lap of the race right there. A 16 flat. Caution in the switchbacks. Clear. 1:15 left to go. Andrew Chong, a 15-second advantage over the 2 car of Rhett Spencer, but the battle is for the bump. Rhett and Jamie. Rhett going upside down into the kink. It's going to be Jamie now right on his back
1 minute
bumper.
left.
Down that back straightaway with 1 minute to go. Rhett and Jamie working their way into the rhythm section. 2 and 3. Oh, and Rhett goes upside down. Move Jamie up into that number 2 spot. Jamie Smith looking for that bump down that back straightaway. 40 seconds to go as they come across the line. So Andrew Chong looking to put the whole field a lap down here, having a great run here in the C main. Oh, goodness. All right, less than 5 drivers, less than 5. Jamie Smith now sitting with a 5.7 second advantage
Brian
over
Buckner done.
Rhett Spencer.
Rhett Spencer
Race
done.
him to the line.
Pablo Guerrero done.
Andrew Chong, Jamie Smith, you guys are getting the bump.
Andrew Chong done. Jamie Smith
That
done.
is a race. All stop,
drivers are
all
finished.
done. All stop,
The
all
race is
done.
completed.
Andrew Chong, Jamie Smith moving up to race 15. Race 1-5. I need a lot of volunteer help for this one. Give me 4 or 5 volunteers
Up
for
next,
this, please.
race number 11. 17.52 WD Buggy by
Thank you,
Pufferfish
Scott.
Racing. C Main.
Please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
That was exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, guys. Driver's track is hot, track is yours. Race number 11 on the
45
track right
seconds to
now.
the
It's the
start of the
75
race.
two-wheel drive buggy presented by Pufferfish Racing.
Ricky Bobby,
RC
Matty
Maine.
Fields, Mark Rodriguez, Anthony Lammers, Jake Sauerkos, James Brown, Edio, Seth Bozer, Greg Thornhill. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
So,
Chris Painter. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
well, one of them, yeah.
Less than 5.
Yeah, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. That's the odd one out here. But you want it for the kids. Come. Yeah.
All right, Matty Fields going to line up in that number 1 position. Anthony Lammers 2, Ricky Bozer 3. Seth Bozer 4. Jake Zorkos 5. Eddie Goodrich 6. Greg Thornhill 7. Mark Rodriguez 8. James Brown and Chris Painter getting that bump from the D. Going to start 9 and 10. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Keep it clean through that first tabletop. We're going on the tone in less than 5. We are racing. Close quarters in the middle right here. There's 5 of you all together. Be patient with each other. Just be patient. So you're 1 and 2 working down the back straightaway right now. It's going to be Matty Fields and Ricky Bozer. Matty and Ricky down that back straightaway one more time. You're 1 and 2, 1 minute in, 4 minutes to go. Working through the rhythm section. Holding pace, doing what they need to do. Thank you, James. Third place is going to be Jake Zorkos with Anthony Lammers in 4. Three and 4 getting wadded up right there. Bringing, and again. Oh my goodness. Seth getting the raw end of that one. Matty Fields getting a little bit tangled up with the lap car right there, working into the tabletop. And Ricky Bozer now going to take his way into that number 1 spot. So Matty not quite used to working her way through traffic like she's having to today. Ricky taking advantage of a little bit of hesitation and sneaking into that number 1 spot. Just over halfway, you're 1 and 2 now, 7.9 up on the field. Battle's going to be 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's Jake, Chris, Eddie, and Anthony. So Ricky opening up a little bit of a lead. Maddie on cruise control. She's got no pressure behind, 8.2 seconds. Jake Zorkos, Chris Painter in that battle for 3 and 4. Chris throwing down a decent lap there of a 15 flat that last time by. Oh. Caution after the infield double. Clear.
One minute left.
Inside of 1 minute to go. Jake Zorkos, Chris Painter, Anthony Lambert, still your battle. Caution rhythm. Clear. Oh. Pink car wait. And go. Less than 10. No pressure for our leaders. They're 5 seconds apart. They are 8 seconds up on the field. Ricky Bozer, Maddie Fields. Time has expired. Race them to the line.
Jake Sauerkos done. Chris Painter done. Eddie O done. Ricky Bobby done. Anthony Lammers done. Mark Rodriguez done. Maddie Fields done.
And that is
Greg
the race
Cornwell
all
done.
stop all done.
James Brown done.
Ricky Bozer.
All drivers are
Maddie
finished.
Fields.
The race is
In
completed.
the bump. Race 16. Race 16. Drivers, set your cars down. Get right back out there to Marshall. Looking for race number 12. 21-5 B Main. Presented by Brenda Wilson at Health Markets. 16.
Up next, race number
Yeah,
12.
you got time. You got 5 races.
21.52 WD Buggy by Brenda Wilson at Health Markets. B Main.
What's up, kid? How are you?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Will you fix it?
.45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, get the rest of my marshals back out here, please.
Had 10 cars in that race. It should not have anybody missing.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Driver's track is hot. Track is yours. Looking for a marshal on 8.
Russell Stephenson. Gilb. Brendan Bullock.
Oh,
Guy
no.
Aiden Peterson. Brody Zauerkos. John Dunn. Levi Lalone. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Matt Jacobs. Andrew Chong. Less than 5.
And shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Aiden Peterson on that number 1 spot. Andrew Chong to the 2. John Dunn to the 3. Russell Stephenson 4. Brody to the 5. Guy Davey on the 6. Brennan Bullock 7. Matt Jacobs 8. Followed by Levi and Eric. All right, what's going on in the back there, guys? Figure it out. Matt Jacobs 8, Levi 9, Eric 10. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean through that first tabletop on the tone less than 5. We are racing. Oh, caution straightaway, caution straightaway. Infield side, he made it. Caution, infield double. .115 into this one. Battle's going to be for 2, 3, 4, and 5. John Dunn has that 2 spot right now. Brody, Guy, and Andrew are all within striking distance. John Dunn to the infield double right now. And you've got the shiny teal and white going to be Brody Zorkos in that number 3 spot. Guy Davey, Andrew Chong right there too. So Brody, Guy, and Andrew, it's probably advised that you just kind of chill out, hold your position, work your way up to that number 2 car. Let the mistake happen. Don't force something. Sometimes it's faster to cooperate with the cars around you. Getting close to halfway here. Brody is right on the back of John Dunn now. Ooh. Battle is 4, 2, and 3. Getting exciting here in our B main for 21.5. First to the B mains. You're going to race 12 of 25 on track right now. 12 of 25. Caution, straightaway go inside. Inside straightaway. Inside straightaway. Clear. And Brody Zorkos finding his way to that number 2 spot. He's got John right behind him. Oh. Nice job getting those two right back out there together. Meanwhile, Andrew Chong slides by as John and Brody got tangled up. Easy, easy, guys. Easy, guys. Work together. Work together. Levi, that's
1 minute
leaders.
left.
Oh, never mind. You guys are racing. You guys are racing. .30 seconds to go. Aiden Peterson trying to work his way through some traffic. Levi, that's your leader, bud. So Andrew Chong is in that number 2 spot. He's had 1 bump, but how about second bumps? And 3, 2, 1. Drivers, that is time. Race them to the line.
John Dunn. Aiden Peterson done. Levi Lalone done. Guy Davy done.
So John Dunn,
Brody
Brody
Zalakos
Zorkos
done.
put up a good fight
Brandon
to
Bullock
get that bump, but in the
Gil
end,
done.
it's going to be Andrew Chong
done.
taking that second
All drivers
bump.
have finished.
Aiden
The
Peterson,
race
the
is
win
completed.
and the bump. John Dunn 3, followed by Levi, Guy, Brody, Eric, and Brendan. Aiden Peterson, Andrew Chong, race 19. You got plenty of time.
Up next, race number 13. Masters 2WD Open Buggy by Toyota Lift NWB Main.
Drivers from that last race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Aiden and Andrew.
One minute to the start of the race.
Can you get me another piece of the pepperoni stuffed bread cheesy thing?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, then another piece of chicken bacon in it.
Thanks. Here. Thanks.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Again, let's get my marshals back out. I had a full field in that last one.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Aiden, can I get you to slide up to 6 and
Less than 5.
all right. Who am I missing from that last one? Oh, Levi can't corner. You're cornering for Levi. All right, I only have 9 spots out there. All right. All right, driver's track and solid track is yours.
Ricky Bobby. Magic Man. Mike Stanton.
Thank you,
Richard
Anya.
Orr. Terry Stephenson. Terry Yeo. Jeff Jenkins. Kyle Johnson. Cupcake. Kevin Hobbs.
Oh, no, that's broken. Yeah, Kevin's car is broken too. And shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Are you broken, Kevin? Are you broken, Ricky? Oh, that's not great. What did you break, Ricky? Oh, no. Yeah, that's not a 1-minute fix. All right, let's go ahead and get that lineup set. Brett Wilson, Terry Stephenson, Richard Orr, your top 3. Leave 4 open. Mike Stanton on this. Leave 4 open. Mike Stanton 5. Leave 6 open. Terry O 7. Tom Bristol, Jeff Jenkins, Kyle Johnson. That'll work. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean. Single file through that tabletop. On the tone, let's. Ooh. All right, I'm impressed. Up to 4. There we go. On the tone in less than 5. We are racing. +40 B main on track right now. This is race number 13 of 25. Up next will be race number 14, our 13-5 4-wheel drive buggy B main event presented by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. Brett Wilson and Terry Stephenson out front, 1 and 2, trying to separate themselves from the field. Mike Stanton wants something to say about that. So Mike Stanton running that inverted paint scheme right now. That blue body, yellow flames, yellow wheels. Easy does it through that sweeper. Oh, that's broken. Same thing. One minute and 30 down in this one. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Brett Wilson, Terry Stephenson, they're 3.5 up on Mike Stanton, Richard, Jeff, Terry, Kyle, and Tom. The whole second group, 4 through 8 now. Oh my goodness. Two down and 3 to go, drivers. 2 down, 3 to go. Richard Orr and Jeff Jenkins is a battle, but the battle we're watching is out front. Brett Wilson, Terry Stephenson, 1 and 2. Mike Stanton, 2.5 back in that 3 spot. One and two together down the straightaway, working their way in through the Shepherd's Hook, working through the rhythm section now. Brett Wilson, that team associated red, white, orange, and teal. White, neon yellow, and purple is going to be Terry Stephenson on the white wheels. Caution getting into the rhythm, caution in the rhythm, caution in the rhythm. Leaders working through clear track now. Got through the lap traffic clean. So Brett enjoying a little bit of a gap now. 1.1 seconds the advantage over Terry Stephenson. They're only 2.5 up on Stanton. So Stanton only one mistake away from that bump. 3.5 out of the lead, 2.5 out of the bump. Sounds like somebody's starting to lose an idler gear. One and two is a solid battle. Mike Stanton, blue with yellow flames, coming in hot in third. Right behind Kyle now. Thank you, sir. And he'll be working on Jeff Jenkins in a few corners.
One minute left.
Oh.
35 seconds now to go. 35 seconds. Brett and Terry still only 3.5 up on Stanton, so one mistake out of either of those two, and that puts Mike right there. One and two through the rhythm section together. These two drivers, veteran racers, smart, making good decisions here. They work their way through the clinic
Richard Orr done.
kink together.
Magic Man done.
Working their way
Terry
to the
Stephenson
line.
done.
Brett Wilson, Terry Stephenson.
Cupcake done.
Gonna work their way
Mike
into
Stanton
that
done.
A main.
Kyle Johnson done. Jeff
Mike
Jenkins
Stanton, a
done.
good run in that number 3
Terry Yale
spot
done.
from the 5.
All
Richard
drivers are
Orr
finished.
finishes
The
4.
race
Followed
is
by
completed.
Kyle, Jeff, Terry, and Tom. Brett Wilson, Terry Stephenson, race 20. You have time.
Up next, race number 14. 4WD 13.5 buggy by Linwood Auto and Truck Service.
All right, drivers from that last
Remain.
race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Marshall's 2 position. Let's get this race going. Marshall's 2 position.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, shocks, we can get those.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
That's very fortunate. Shock cap and you'll be good.
Less than 5.
Driver's track is hot track is yours.
Matty Fields. Jake Zawarkos. Tim Ungren. Edio. Terry Yeo. Cupcake. Jay Riggs. Dan Bell. Aiden Peterson.
You go straight to the edge today? Nice job. See, it's good luck, right? Douglas came and visited. The wife came and visited. See, that's a win.
All right, shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. I'm going to save you from yourselves. Last call, John Dunn. Tom Bristol on that number 1 spot. Terry O onto the 2. Back it
John
up,
Dunn.
guys. You guys are, Tom, you're sitting on the loop. Yeah, Terry O on the 2, Tim Ungren on that number 3 spot. Matty Fields 4. Dan Bell 5, Jake Zorko 6, Jay Riggs 7, Eddie on the 8, and our bumps, Aiden and John. Eddie, Aiden, John. Jay Riggs up 1. All right, then Eddie, then Aiden, then John. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean. Single file through that first tabletop. On the tone in less than 5. We'll take it. Not a bad start from our 13.5 four-wheel B. Remember, guys, patience, patience. Oh, and Tom not getting the best end of that. Oh. Oh, caution in the sweeper. .115 into this one. Terry O and Tim Ungren is your battle for the lead. Working their way into the rhythm section right now. These two need to remember they've got a 5-second advantage over the field. 1 and 2 bumps the same as 2 and 1. Working their way through the kink now. Down that back straightaway goes your 1 and 2. John Dunn is in that number 3 spot. He's 4.7 back from the lead pack. Dan Bell now moving to 3. John Dunn in 4. Battle is 1 and 2. One and two still working together through the rhythm section now. Terry O using this strategy, trying to maximize his track time. One and two still separated by just half a second. Dan Bell in the 3s, 3.7 back from the 1 and 2. Oh, and Tim taps the pipe, goes inside, taps the pipe, goes upside down. So Dan Bell going to take over that number 2 position. So the battle's now going to be for the bump 2 and 3. Looking for the blue, white, and yellow, going to be Dan Bell in that number 2 spot. Working his way up here from the Tacoma area, going to make a mistake over that front tabletop. Move Tim Ungren now back to 2. 3 down, 2 to go, drivers. Tim and Dan is the battle. John Dunn, Jay Riggs battling for 4. Aiden, Eddie, and Tom rounding out the field. 2 and 3, a little bit of match horsepower down that back straightaway. Tim going to make a mistake, going to move Dan now up to the 2 spot. 1 minute 40 to go here. 1:40 left on the clock. Oh, and get a mistake there out of Tim, working down the straightaway. Just remember, you can't push too hard with these four-wheel drive cars. When you push too hard, if your differentials are just not right, it's going to grab one tire and flip you over. So Dan Bell is 7 seconds back from Terry O. So Terry, with 1 minute and 10 seconds, seems to have a pretty firm grip on at least one of the bumps, as he's working on lapping 4th position.
1 minute left.
Inside of 1 minute to go, Dan Bell a 3-second advantage over Tim Ungren for that second bump. Oh. Dan Bell, Tim Ungren was 2.4 last time by the line, looking for it here. And that gap now 1.2. Tim Ungren turning up the heat at the end of this run, working through that infield double. You're 2 and 3 through the switchbacks. Up and over that front tabletop, through the kink they go. Down that back straightaway, coming across the line. Going to be 17 seconds. They're going to get by for one more after this. Dan Bell, Tim Ungren is the excitement. That is the bump. 2 and 3 working together on track. Dan Bell in through the switchbacks one more time to that front tabletop. Tim Ungren visibly closing down that straightaway. Both of them go straight through the kink. Keep it together through the Shepherd's Hook into the rhythm section they go. Race them to the line, drivers. Race them to the line. Dan Bell over that infield double. Working their way through the switchback now. Tim Ungren looking for an inside-outside look. Takes it out of the park. Dan Bell down that straightaway and across the line. Going to finish that number 2 spot. Your bumps, Terry Yo and Dan Bell. Tim Ungren coming home 3, followed by Aiden, John, Jay, Eddie, and Tom. That is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. Terry Yo, Dan Bell, race 22. The drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Terry, Dan, Tim, Aiden, John, Jay, Eddie, Tom, Maddie, and Jake.
Up next, race number 15. 2WD 13.5 stadium truck by the Deitch family. B main. Scott Davis. Randy Chong. 1 minute to the start of the race. James Brown.
All right, Marshall's 2 position, please.
Jay Riggs.
Maddie, you gonna marshal 5 for me up here?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Right here in front of the driver's stand. Thank you. Do I have somebody down at the end over the... Do I have somebody on 4? I need somebody on 4. Marshall
30
to 4.
seconds to the
Marshall
start of the race.
4. I need a Marshall on 4. I had a full field. Thank you, Tyler. Driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Michael Schwab. BJ Fossey. Jeremy McKnight. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Jamie Smith. Andrew Chong. Less than 5.
And I'm going to save you from yourself. Shut him down, shut him down. Steve Gillespie, you're going to make this one Stephen Gillespie. Copy that. Scott Davis, your BQ. BJ Fauzi going to start off in the 2 spot. Jay Riggs 3, James Brown 4. Jeremy McKnight 5. Scott, that's the loop. Back up 1. Michael Schwab 6, Randy Chong 7, followed by Andrew and Jamie. I have checks on everybody, bud. What's up? Oh, gotcha. All right. Jeremy to the 5 spot. What's the holdup? James Brown on the 4. Jeremy on the 5. There we go. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean, single file over that first tabletop. We're going on the tone in less than 5. We are racing. "40 seconds into this one. It's a race all the way down the field. BJ out front by 2.6 over James Brown. Michael Schwab in that number 3 spot. Caution in the sweeper. Caution at the front table. Clear. Caution rhythm. Clear. One minute 30 down, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Battles for 2 and 3. James Brown and Jay Riggs. So Scott Davis has worked his way up to that number 3 position. His truck looking very, very aggressive. Too aggressive. So Scott Davis 2.5 back from James Brown. So white with yellow windows down the back straightaway is your 1 car. Scott Davis going to be the yellow, pink, blue in that number 3 spot. Scott chasing James Brown down the back straightaway, working their way in through the sweeper. Oh, caution rhythm, caution rhythm, caution rhythm. So we've got Scott falling back now to 5. Oh, big thump. Caution in the sweeper. Caution in the sweeper. Caution in the sweeper. Clear. 3 down and 2 to go. James Brown back into that number 2 spot. 3.2 seconds is the advantage. Scott working on the back of Andrew now. 4-3, he gets it. James now to the front tabletop. Scott and Andrew working to the front tabletop now. Gap was 2.1 last time by. So James Brown is 4.8 back from BJ. BJ just checked out early, hasn't looked back. James Brown 1.6 now ahead of Scott. Make it half. Down through the clinic kink they go. Down the back straightaway one more time. James Brown a minute 19. Oh, Scott and James are tapping just a little bit. Working through the rhythm section up and over that double. Coming up on a bit of lap traffic right there. Scott trying to force the issue. Down that back straightaway they go. James Brown O's wide. Go inside move, inside, outside. Oh, and James takes them both out. So inside, outside move. James tapping the pipe, winds up wheeling right through Scott. So Scott going to wind up in that number 2 spot now. 45 seconds left to go. Down the back straightaway, it's going to be Scott and Andrew. James getting hung up. Caution straightaway and clear. Oh, that's not it. 30 seconds left to go. Battle is still 2, 3, and 4. Scott Davis, Andrew Chong, James Brown. Separation 1 second. 2, 3. Oh, no, and Scott gets hung up with a lapped car. So Scott back to 4 now. Less than 10. This will be their final lap. Andrew Chong is in 2. So Andrew Chong has 1 bump. He's had 2 bumps, but has he had his 3rd bump yet? Andrew Chong on the final lap, working up that table. James Brown with a look. Into the clinic kink they go. Oh, up and down. Andrew Chong going to take that bump.
Scott Davis
BJ Fauzi going to take the win. Andrew Chong 2, Scott Davis 3, James Brown 4. Looking for a finish on Jeremy McKnight in 5, followed by Randy, Michael, Jay,
all
and
drivers
Jamie.
are finished.
That is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. BJ Fauzi, Andrew Chong, your bumps. Race 23, you've got time. Race number 16, 17.5 buggy B main.
Up next, race number 16. 17.52 WD buggy by Pufferfish Racing. B main.
So Andrew Chong goes C to B to A in Stadium Truck today.
One minute to the start of the race.
Good race, guys. Good race. All right, Marshall's 2 position. Let's get this race underway. Marshall's 2
45 seconds to
position.
the start of the race. Gavin Dyke.
All right, Marshall on
Brian
8,
Hitter.
and we can go Marshall on 8. All right,
30
driver's
seconds
track
to
is
the
hot,
start of
track
the
is
race.
yours.
Toby Jenkins. Scott Davis. Scott Jackson. Ricky Bobby.
There's an arrow
Matty Fields.
on the ground that tells
Jared
you where to
Kazopia.
place.
Dan Bell. Tim Ungren.
I think we're going to start doing that on
15
every
seconds to the start of the race.
cone. And shut him down,
Less
shut him
than
down,
5.
no new laps. Gavin on that number 1 spot. Jared on the 2. Toby on the 3. Brian on the 4. This is a stacked B main. Holy crap. Dan Bell on the, like any of the top 5 guys, top 6, 7 guys, I would expect in the A. So Gavin, Jared, Toby, Brian, Dan, your top 5. Tim, Scott Jackson, Scott Davis, Ricky, and this entire field could make the A. So be nice to each other. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Keep it clean. Single file over the first table on the tone in less than 5. Try that again. False start. Yeah, nobody took anybody out, but Toby kind of parked it and wadded up the whole field. All right. So again, Gavin, Jared, Toby, Brian, Dan, your top 5. Tim, Scott Jackson, Scott Davis, Ricky Bozer, and Matty Fields. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Remember that there are pipes. You don't want to turn into them. On the tone, less than 5. Much better start. We are racing. Good battle out front. Brian flexing some horsepower. Thinks better of going too wide through the sweeper. Oh. Jay, if you can keep your eye out for the pillow ball part on that car, that'd be awesome. 1 minute, 1 minute down, 4 minutes left to go. Jared Kazacria out front. Brian Eider, Toby Jenkins doing battle for 2 and 3. So it's an HRCR party here at DieHard. 1, 2, and 3, Team HRCR. Whoop. Oh no, and Toby losing drive. So Toby likely losing a sensor wire. So your top 2 starting places, or 2 of your top 3 starters out of this race already. So Jared Kazacria out front now by 3.1. The battle's going to be for 2, 3, and 4. Brian, Dan Bell, Scott Davis, that is your battle for 2, 3, and 4. Brian through the switchbacks. And through the clinic kink. Down that back straightaway he goes. Coming across the line in that number 2 position, 14 flat. Working on 3 down and 2 to go, drivers. 3 down and 2 to go. Brian working over Jared Kazacria now, working 1 and 2 into the infield. Double they go. Tim and Scott 1 and 2 coming in hot. So here the bright orange car is your number 2. Thank you, Scott. Jared, Brian, working their way now 2.2 up on Dan Bell. So Dan Bell, blue, yellow wheels. So 1 and 2 working their way through the clinic kink down that back straight. Oh, Brian flexing the horsepower. Works his way to the inside. Going to take over that number 1 spot. So now it's going to be Brian Eider to the 1. Jared Kazacria in that number 2 position.
1 minute left.
3rd position is currently occupied by Dan Bell. He's not far back. 3.6. Inside of 1 minute to go, drivers. Jared getting back around Brian, working now down that back straightaway. 25 seconds to go. Going to get this one +1. So 1 and 2 now sitting 3.5 up on Dan Bell. Provided nothing catastrophic happens, this might be it. Down that back straightaway they go, working their way across the line. Jared and Brian separated by 4/10, 3.5 up, making 3.7 on Dan Bell. 3, 2, 1. Drivers race them to the line. Jared and Brian down that back straightaway. HRCR goes 1 and 2.
Jared Kazo done.
Taking that bump.
Brian Itter done.
Jared
Dan Bell
Kazakuria,
done.
Brian Eider, Dan
Ricky
Bell comes
Bobby
home
done.
3, followed by Scott Davis,
Jackson
Ricky
done.
Bozer, Scott Jackson, and Tim Ungren. That is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done.
Good job, Brian.
The race is completed.
Jared and Brian, race number 24, you've got time. Race 17 is next. Two-wheel drive modified
Up
buggy
next,
B main.
race number 17.
Final B main
2WD
of
modified
the
buggy by
evening.
Wild Events. B main. One minute to the start of the race. Derek Farmer. John Wayne. 45
All
seconds
right,
to the start
Marshall's
of the
two
race.
position. Marshall's
Mike
two
Stanton.
position. And we're good on
Magic
Marshall's,
Man.
Brian. We're good. Drivers, track is hot. Track is yours.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Polly. Kyle Johnson. Cupcake. Richard Orr. Slammin' Sammy. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Caution, straightaway clear.
Less than 5.
Ricky Bozer, last call, Ricky Bozer. You're out. Got it. Yeah. And shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Derek Farmer going to start off in that number 1 spot. Mike Stanton move back one. Mike Stanton to the 2. John Wayne 3. Sam Moss 4. Richard Orr in that 5 spot. Brett Wilson 6. Followed by Tom, Kyle, and Paulie. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Two-wheel drive modified buggy B main event presented by Wildy Events. On the tone. Single file through that first double on the first table on the tone, less than 5. Good start. We are racing two-wheel drive modified buggy B main on track right now. This class presented by Wildy Events. Speaking of Wildy Events RC presenting the Work Series. Going to be at HRCR round number 1 at HRCR over in Hayden, Idaho. Hayden RC Raceway. In case you did not know, that is Brian Eider's racetrack. It's the warm-up for Fuel Nats. Speaking of Fuel Nats signups going live April 1st. 45 seconds into this one, 4:15 left to go. Derek Farmer, your early leader. So it's going to be Derek, John Wayne, Mike Stanton, your 1, 2, and 3. Working to a minute and 30 into this one. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Mike Stanton, Sam Moz, John Wayne, Brett Wilson, your battle. Paulie in the mix as well, bringing Richard with him. Smart rejoin there by Sam. Well done. 2 down and 3 to go. Mike Stanton, Sam Moz is your 2 and 3. Was your 2 and 3. Sam, a long lap here. Brett Wilson now up to 3. Caution straight away. Clear. So Derek Farmer looking good in the number 1 spot. Team Associated beats out our number 2 car. Mike Stanton going down from the 2. Going to lose 2 positions. Going to fall to 4. Brett Wilson now up to the number 2 spot. Sam Moz into the 3. It's going to be John Wayne now to the 4. Mike Stanton all the way back now to 5. Everybody 2 through 6 all working together. Still tightly grouped 2 through 6 separated by 3 seconds. Three down, 2 to go. 3 down and 2 to go. Battle for 3 and 4, working into the infield double. Brett Wilson in that number 2 position, working through the Clinic King down that back straightaway. Probably trying to get out of the way right there. Next 3 are for a lap, Paulie, just so you're aware. Next 3 for a lap. Go, go, go. 3:30 down, 1:30 left to go. Brett Wilson 1 second up in that number 2 position. One minute left to go, drivers. 1 minute left to go.
1 minute left.
Brett Wilson holding down that number 2 spot. He's 3.2 up on Sam. Sam, Richard, Mike, and John having a great battle. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Battle right now is for 3 and 4. Stanton all over the back of Sam Moz. Working into the Clinic King. 20 seconds to go. They're going to get by this one plus 1. Three and 4 is the battle. Sam Moz still holding. Down the back straightaway they go. Crosses the line at 4. And drivers.
Richard
That is
Orr
the
done.
tone.
Paulie
Race
done.
them to the line.
Farmer
Derek
done.
Farmer
Kyle Johnson done.
winning that
Magic Man
B-main.
done.
Brett
Cupcake
Wilson,
done.
your second bump.
Slammin' Sammy done. Mike Stanton
Sam
done.
Moz, Mike Stanton,
All
good
drivers
battle.
are
Come home
finished.
3 and 4, followed by
The race is
Richard, Kyle,
completed.
Tom, and Paulie. Derek Farmer, Brett Wilson, race number 25. You've got time.
Up next, race number
Drivers
18.
in that race, park your cars, get
Novice
right back
Team
out there to
Associated.
Marshall. It is novice
A-main.
time. Novice A main. You guys are up.
Dalton Guerrero. Madison Sourkos. Travis Faust. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Brody callback.
It's
seconds to the start of the
time for
race.
Novice A main. Go ahead and take a lap and check them. We got enough marshals.
Jason
Just
and
check
Bell.
them. Don't break them.
Zane
Don't
McKnight.
break them now.
Rio
Just
Lillo.
nice and easy. Get them warmed
Olivia
up.
Guerrero. Greg Dirk. Jamal Hopkins. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, everybody's
Less
checked.
than
No more
5.
laps. No more laps. Straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Stay back so I can call you up one at a time. Stay back, and I will call you up. Jason, head to the front. And then we got Jamal. First time on carpet. Jamal's looking good. Travis in the 3. Brody. Dalton. White wing is Dalton. Nope. Other way around. Oh, sorry. That was Brody. Yep. Good. And then Dalton and Zane. And Greg, Olivia, Briella, all right, we have sound effects of real race cars in the background, so you guys are going to be extra fast. That's awesome. Yeah, we got a couple brother and sister battling it out here. So Dalton and Olivia, good luck. It could make for a long night at the dinner table for Dad. Marshall, I need one here at the driver's stand right here. Sam's, you're going to do it from down there? Okay. Because Tom, that arrow, yep. All right, so here we go. We're going to not pass. We're going to have clean start through the first corner, and then we're going to rock and roll. Oh, look who got excited, Jamal. Jamal, you got excited, bud. All right, Tom, I'm starting to worry about you. That's way too much running for one day. Here we go. Corner's ready. Driver's ready here. On the tone. Clean, clean, clean. Clean, clean, clean. I think we're going to roll with that one. That's good, Dalton. You're fine. I saw that. You paused. I'm proud of you. Clean, clean now, guys. Work together. Don't take each other out for passes. That's no way to be sportsmanlike. Sweeper, I'm hearing. Cleared. Let Mike get out of there. It's like a fly. All right, we'll let this one settle down. You want to be on RD? I think you should. Yeah. Yep, you got to figure it out. All right, we are 1 minute in. Jamal running away. Dalton, though, right here on the rhythm section there. Not too far back. Here comes Dalton and Jamal on the front table. They go. You're 1 and 2. Through the clinic kink. Down the straightaway they go. 1 and 2. It's a battle. Dalton, give it back, Dalton. Hold up, hold up, hold up. And go. Go, Dalton, go, Dalton, go. And come on, guys. Come on, guys. Do you hear him? The racetrack? Jamal and Dalton still. Dalton now at the line, coming up onto the rhythm. Oh, no, watch a straightaway, straightaway, straightaway. Clear. So Jamal now down to the 3, putting Jason in the 2. Clean it up, drivers. Clean it up. Just settle down a little bit. Settle down a little bit. It's too much cranking on the wheel and too much pulling on that horsepower. You got to be smooth. So it's a battle right here onto the inside double here. Dalton gets through. Smart driving by Dalton. Really good job. I'll turn my mic down. I'm sorry, you guys. That was a bit much. Dalton now leading this one. Jamal in the 2. Jason to the 2. Jamal to the 3. Sweeper, sweeper, sweeper. The order with 150 to go. Dalton, Jason, Jamal, Brody, Zane, Travis, Greg, Olivia, Briella, and Madison. So we'll find our leader here. Where's he at, Dad? In the rhythm now, coming through this the middle double. Leader is on to the front stretch now. Watch it. Look at Dalton. Look ahead. Look at the growth I'm seeing in this kid. Nice job. Straight away I'm hearing go inside. Go inside. 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 Clear. Jamal is still in the 2. Jason 3. Brody 4. 5 Zane. 6 Travis. Greg 7.
left.
8 Olivia. 1 minute to go in the final novice A main of the 2024 winter season. Dalton getting collected there. He had a 16-second lead, though. He's pretty good. Right now, Dalton needs to bring it home in one piece. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Just spin it around. Oh, Jamal gets hung up. Turn around. Yep, car broke. 30 seconds, another one for you. Oh, Mike's shoe got him. 10 seconds left. Dalton, Jason, Jamal, Brody, Zane, Travis, Greg, Olivia, Madison, Briella. Race them to the line. Dalton gets a victory lap. Coming around.
Greg Dirk done.
On to
Jamal
the rhythm
Hopkins
section.
done.
Jamal in the 2.
done.
Jason, what
Madison
a finish
Sourcoast
between
done.
those guys. 1.1 between 2 and 3.
Olivia Guerrero done.
Zane in the 4. Well, they're still finishing. Track's still
Dalton
live.
Guerrero done.
All right, that is a
Zane McKnight
race.
done. All drivers are finished. The race is
Nice
completed.
job, Dalton, Jamal, and Jason. You guys will be getting today's stickers. And don't forget, it is championship trophy day, so stay after for top 5. Listen to me, novice. Listen to me, novice. Top 5 of novice will be getting trophies today. Top 5 of novice only, and then top 3 for the rest of the classes.
Up next, race number 19. 21.52 WD Buggy by Brenda Wilson at Health Markets. A main. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, let me get some experienced volunteers, please. Experienced volunteer marshals here, please.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, 21.5 A main. Let's
30
get some
seconds to the start of
experienced
the race.
volunteers out here to marshal.
Chris
Please,
Painter.
experienced volunteer marshals.
Michael Schwab. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Mendez.
All right, I'm still looking for
Anya
a
Dyke.
marshal on 8. Still get a marshal on 8 before we can get going, guys. Marshal on 8, please. Experienced volunteer marshal on 8. Drivers, go ahead and warm them up.
Tristan Jenkins. Jackson Dunn. Mark Rodriguez. Andrew Chong. Aiden Peterson.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, shut them down, shut them down, shut them down. I need Rio across the line. Yeah, that's fine. I just need you to cross the line.
Rio Malvern.
All right, Michael Schwab, your TQ. Brian Mendez, 2. Chris Painter, 3. Mark Rodriguez, 4. Anya, 5. Rio, 6. Jackson, Tristan, Aiden, and Andrew. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Single file over that tabletop. We're going on the total in less than 5. We are racing. Top 8 cars still running nose to tail. Seven cars lined up, nose to tail, all the way down that straightaway, led by Michael Schwab. Oh, and Michael tapping out. It's going to be Mark Rodriguez now to the point. Mark Rodriguez, Chris Painter, Anya, your top 3. Tristan, Andrew, Jackson, Michael, Brian, Aiden, Rio. Everybody's still in this one. Oh, and Michael tapping that pipe on the wall. So Mark Rodriguez is your leader. Chris Painter and Anya doing battle for 2 and 3. Working on 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. You okay? The battle is for 2 and 3. Chris and Anya down the straightaway. Caution sweeper, caution sweeper. Oh no, your leader breaking it in the sweeper. So move Chris Painter to P1. Battle is now for the lead. Another one down in the sweeper. I believe that's Rio. So Chris Painter trying to hold off Anya. Anya having to hold off Tristan and Jackson and Aiden. A good 5 cars in that lead pack. 3 down, 2 to go. Good job, Jackson. So it's 1 and 2 separation, 9/10 of a second. 1.5 back to Tristan, then Aiden, Jackson, Michael, Andrew. So really back to 7 cars now in that lead pack. Everybody holding together, going fast. 1:30 to go. So Aiden Peterson working on the back of Anya right here. Work together, guys. Work together. And they're catching Chris. So 2, 3, and 4. Oh, caution straight away.
1 minute left.
Oh, and Aiden taps out as well. So Chris, inside of 1 minute, has sole possession of the lead. Anya in 2. Michael leading that second group around. It's going to be Michael, Aiden, Tristan, Andrew, Jackson, and Brian. Your second group. So you're 1 and 2 working to the infield double. Both drivers clean. In through the switchback's going to get by for this. Maybe 2 more after this. Chris into the rhythm section, clean. A little hesitation, making sure he times the jumps right. Aiden catching back up through the switchbacks. Down that straightaway. Oh, and Anya tapping out at the end of the straightaway. Going to hold on to 3rd position now. She'll be all right. And that is
Tristan
time,
Jenkins
drivers.
done.
Keep it going.
Jackson
Race them to the
done.
line.
Andrew Chong done. Michael Schwab done. Rio Malver done. Chris Painter done. Aiden Peterson done. Brian Mendez done. Anya Dyke done.
And Chris Painter going to
drivers are
take your
finished.
victory
The race is
today.
completed.
Aiden Peterson 2. Anya finding her first podium ever in that 3 spot. Tristan Jenkins 4, followed by Jackson, Andrew, Michael, Brian, and Rio. That is a race. All stop, all done. Drivers from that race, park your car, get right back out there to Marshall. 40 plus A main is up next.
Up next, race number 20. Masters 2 WD Open Buggy by Toyota Lift NW. A main.
Let's see. If you've got a tab open at Extreme RC Northwest, go get that settled, please. Again, if you've got a tab open at Extreme RC Northwest, go get that settled. Is there a Matty Fields in the building?
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Test, test. This is the A main of Masters 2-wheel drive open buggy by Toyota Lift Northwest. Do I have a corner to 4 at the
30
Macklin
seconds
banner?
to the start of the race.
Warm him up, warm him up. Oh. I need a different corner at 7.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Roger Syme.
I need a corner to 7.
Less than 5.
Thank you. Okay, warm him up.
Brian Itter. Magic Man. Terry Stephenson. Patrick Zoost. Aaron Brooks. Derek Farmer. Slammin' Sammy. John Wayne. Brandon Dyke.
Straightaway close, straightaway close. Roger Syme in the 1 spot. Aaron Brooks in the 2, Derek Farmer in the 3, John Wayne in the 4, Brandon Dyke in the 5, Patrick in the 6, Sammy in the 7, Brian Eider in the 8, and Roger, Aaron, Derek, John in the 4, Brandon Dyke in the 5, Patrick in the 6, Sam in the 7, Brian in the 8, then Brett and Terry. Corners ready, drivers ready. Keep it clean through the first tabletop. We're going racing at the sound of the tone in less than 5.
I don't think so, no.
Roger in the 1, Aaron in the 2, then John and Derek. Aaron clips the pipe, your 1 and 2. Going over that front table. Caution on the sweeper, caution on the sweeper. Clear.
That was bad. Yeah, seriously.
With 1 down, 4 to go, 1 down, 4 to go. Roger Syme in the 1 spot, Aaron in the 2, and John in the 3. Aaron Brooks 1.8 back from Roger. Roger opening up a little bit of a gap. Roger Syme in the 1 spot, opening up on a 2-second gap. Aaron and John battling for your 2 and 3. Now the gap between your 1 and 2 closes. Caution in the front, clear. Your 1 and 2 down that back stretch. Caution on the sweeper. Go inside on the sweeper. Your second place car goes upside down on the sweeper. Roger in the 1, 25.509. John Wayne in the 2, 24.509. Aaron Brooks now in that 3. Roger and John, the only ones on a 24 lap place. Caution on the S's. Go outside. Clear. Derek Farmer goes upside down in the S turns. Your leader, Roger Syme, going down that straightaway. The red and blue with a little bit of silver to the S's now. That is your leader, your first place car. His pace is a 24.503, the only driver on a 24 lap pace. Our closest battle now is for 2 and 3. John Wayne in the 2, Aaron Brooks in the 3. John, the purple with the orange flames. Going over that rhythm section, Aaron Brooks, the red, white, blue, and purple right behind. The gap is 1.4 between your 2 and 3. That gap closing a little bit. The gap now 1.3. With 3 down, 2 to go, 3 down, 2 to go. Roger, John, and Aaron are your 1, 2, and 3. Then Brian, Brett, Brandon, Terry, and Derek is your next battle, your 4 through 8. Your battle for 2 and 3 coming up on the front tabletop now. Aaron clips the pipe and clips the green wall. The gap 6/10 between 2 and 3 as they go on to the front table.
1 minute left.
Terry, the leaders are coming up behind you. Oh, the leaders get tangled up with themselves. To the front table, they go back onto the straightaway. John in the 2, Aaron in the 3. That gap, 1/10 now. Oh, Aaron gets caught up with the lap traffic, giving John a little bit of breathing room with 30 seconds left as he goes on the straightaway. That gap was 1/10. Now the gap is 2.5. Aaron coming up on a lot of lap cars now as he goes onto that front tabletop and takes it out of the track. Caution on the clear.
Derek Farmer done.
Race him to the line, drivers. Race him
Roger
to the
Syme
line.
done. Aaron Brooks done. Slammin' Sammy done. Terry Stephenson done. Magic Man done. Brandon Dyke done.
Roger
Brian Nitter
Syme,
done.
your winner
John Wayne
of
done.
40 plus.
All drivers
John
are
in the
finished.
2 and Aaron
The
in
race
the
is
3.
completed. Up next, race number 21. 4WD Mod Buggy by Sunpedo USA. A main.
Check, check. All right, four-wheel drive, modified buggy, A main coming up next. I need a couple of volunteers to help me out with this one. Got a couple
1
of
minute
guys
to the
back
start
to
of the
back here.
race.
Yep, I got you.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I need a marshal on 8, please. Need a marshal on 8. Thank you, Terry.
Less than 5.
Driver's track is hot track is yours.
Milky. Patrick Zoost. Raymond Shell. Ryan Rivas. Marcus Ramirez. Voss. Roger Syme. Magic Man. Towel.
And we got checks on all drivers. Shut down that straightaway. Shut them down. No new laps. Ryan Rivas going to be on that point. Keith Hadley in that number 2 spot. Back it up 1. That's the loop. Ryan, back it up 1. Hadley to the 2 spot. Ashton Bristol 3. Marcus 4. Tyler 5. Rogers 6. Followed by Raymond, Brett, and Patrick. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Keep it clean. Single file over that tabletop. On the tone in less than 5. "45 seconds into this one. Your top 3 on a few second breakaway here. It's Ryan, Ashton, and Keith. Oh. One minute and 20 seconds left to go. Ryan Rivas, Keith Hadley, Ashton Bristol. Marcus leading that second group with Raymond, Roger, Tyler, Patrick, and Brett in tow. Ryan Rivas, 1.2 seconds up on Hadley. Hadley just throwing down the hot lap of the race at 12.80. Caution, get onto the straightaway, go inside, 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 inside. Clear. Your leader tagging the wall, going to fall back a ways. Hadley and Bristol, you're 1 and 2. Ryan Rivas now into that number 3 spot. He's 2.9 back from Bristol. Keith and Ashton working their way onto that straightaway now. Hadley comes across the line, 13.1. Ashton at 12.9. Gap is 0.8. A new hot lap on track. Ryan Hot Pockets Rivas, 12.619. Hadley and Bristol through the S's, working their way over to the front, tabletop, and through the clinic kink. Oh no, leader holds it together barely. One minute and 30 seconds, so Hadley out front barely. 0.3 of a second up on Ashton. Marcus now into that number 3 spot. Ryan crashing in an unfortunate spot in that number 4, followed by Tyler, Brett, Patrick, and Raymond. Ashton working around Hadley. Hadley trying to work it back in through the shepherd hooks.
1
they
minute
go.
left.
Working their way through the rhythm section. Coming up to that infield double. Ashton, Bristol, white, red, and black in that number 1 spot. Red, white, and blue. That Patriot special in that number 2 spot of Keith Hadley. Oh, and Hadley goes for a tumble at the end of the straightaway. "30 seconds to go, drivers. 30 seconds. Ashton Bristol now enjoying a 3-second lead. Ryan Rivas a few seconds back in that number 3 spot. Marcus a few seconds back. No real battles on track right now. Everybody making at least one big mistake to take themselves out of contention. Everybody except Ashton Bristol. Drivers at his time,
Patrick's is
racing to the
done.
line. Your leader across
Marcus
the line, your
Ramirez
winner, Ashton
Milky done.
Bristol.
Towel done.
Keith Hadley coming
Ross
in
done.
2.
Raymond
Oh.
Shell done. Ryan Rivas done.
Ryan Rivas done in 3.
Magic
Marcus
Man
4.
done.
Tyler, Brett,
drivers have
Patrick,
finished.
and Raymond
race
rounding
is
out the
completed.
field. That is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. Drivers in that race, park your cars. Get right back out there to Marshall. Race 22 coming up next. 13.5 4-wheel drive buggy. Amen.
Up next, race number 22. 4WD 13.5 buggy by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. Amen.
13.5 4-wheel drive buggy A main presented by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. Coming up next. Drivers from that last race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Race 22 of 25, getting ready to hit the track.
1 minute to the start of the race. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Let's go, Marshall, to 8. Do I have somebody in the back
15
corner? I see
seconds to the
Tyler over
start of the
there.
race.
The driver's track is hot. Track is yours.
Corey McCartney. Scott Jackson. Dylan
Roger,
Ferrer,
there's
less
an
than
arrow
5,
on
Terry
the
Yeo.
floor that tells you where to...
Richard
yeah,
Orr.
perfect.
Patrick Zoost. Bradley Sproul. Slammin' Sammy. Dan Bell. Kevin Hobbs.
And straightaway is closed. No new laps. We have checks on everybody. Bradley Sproul, your TQ. Corey McCartney going to line up in 2. Car number 3 will be Patrick Zeus, Dylan Ferreira in 4. Sam Moss 5, followed by Kevin Hobbs, Richard Orr, Scott Jackson, Terry Yeo, Dan Bell. There we go. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready, no wheelies on the start. Keep it clean, single file over the tabletop. You guys know the drill. On the tone in less than 5. Oh, Dylan sneaking through right there. One and 2 with a little bit of a breakaway. 1, 2, and 3 a little bit of a breakaway. Bradley starting to inch away from Corey and Patrick. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3. Corey McCartney in that number 2 spot. Patrick Zeus in 3. Down that back straightaway, working their way to the line. So Bradley out front by 1.5. Oh. One minute 30 down, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Bradley out front now by 2. Corey, Patrick, Dylan, your next group. You got a third group. It's going to be Richard, Kevin, Terry, and Sam, followed by Dan Bell and Scott Jackson. I got a friendly reminder, if you've got an open tab at Extreme RC Northwest, go get that settled, please. Two down and 3 to go, drivers. 2 down and 3 to go. Corey, Patrick, Dylan, that is your battle. So Corey and Patrick, and then you got a little bit of a gap, maybe 1.8, 1.9 it says. And you got Dylan in that 4 spot. So Bradley inching away about 0.3 of a second a lap on Corey. Good job, Dan and Dylan. Way to work together, guys. Nice job. 2:45 down, 2:15, 2:15 left to go. Dylan kind of losing touch with that 2 and 3 battle, but still 3.5 up on 4. Kevin Hobbs riding in that number, or excuse me, up on 5. It's going to be Kevin Hobbs in that 5 spot. Then you got a second group of Terry, Sam, and Richard. Leader is Bradley Sproul. He's working through a little bit of traffic right now. In through the switchbacks he goes. Hopping over that front tabletop, in through the clinic kink. Down that back straight with that Team Associated B74.2 Reedy power drive. Ooh. 1:15 left on the clock. Battle is still 2 and 3. Corey and Patrick, 1.6 the separation. Corey and Patrick now separated by less. Thank you, Richard. 2 and 3. They're going to be going at it for the last minute. Down that back straightaway. Corey comes across, pulls a 14-3, a 14-7 out of Patrick. Dylan, though, popping a 13-9 that time by. Has hot lap on track of a 13-5. Kevin Hobbs still in that 5 spot, followed by Sam, Richard, Terry, Scott, and Dan. 4-0 seconds on the clock. Dylan getting around Patrick. I didn't see what put Patrick back, but Dylan making the pass now for that 3 spot. Dylan and Patrick going to be your battle now. 3 and 4 down the back straightaway. Yeah, Patrick only had a 15-9. It wasn't even like it was a catastrophic lap. So Patrick getting a little bit of help going upside down. That's going to give Dylan the breathing room he needs. Less than 5, drivers. Less than 5. Race him to the line. Corey McCartney, you are done in that 2 spot.
Dylan Ferreira done.
Dylan,
Terry
hard-fought battle, staying with
Patrick
it for
Seuss
a podium. Patrick going to finish in the 3. Bradley, you're done in 1.
Bradley,
it's Bradley,
done.
Corey, Dylan,
Kevin
Patrick, Kevin, Sam, Terry, Richard,
Scott Jackson done.
Scott, and
all
Dan.
drivers are finished. The race is completed.
That is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. Bradley, Corey, and Dylan, your podium. Congratulations, guys.
Up next, race number 23. 2WD 13.5 stadium truck by the Deitch family. A main.
Up now, race number 23 of 25, 13.5 stadium truck presented by the Dyke family, our A main. Your shock stay on that one, Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when I got it back, it was the shock and the top plate.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh.
Yeah, something catastrophic.
Whoops.
We want to rerun that race, so I'm ready now.
All right, last couple of guys in there. Last couple of guys.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Driver's track is
30
hot.
seconds
Track
to the
is
start of the
yours.
race. Tyler Jones,
Oh, no.
Carson Phipps, Scott Jackson, Terry Stephenson, Sean O'Reilly, BJ Fossey, Zach Lalone, Jackson Dunn,
Caution.
Andrew Chong.
We got a broken
15
truck.
seconds to the start
I
of the
think I
race.
saw this last night. It's the whole corner of the truck.
Less than 5.
Did the hub get broken too, or is it just an arm? Yeah. All right, shut them down. I'm going to save you from yourselves. Anthony Lammers, you might get lucky. We've got a 1-minute call out right now for Jackson Dunn. He's changing an arm. Okay. Well, we're on a 1-minute call, and you can partake in this 1-minute call if it works out for you. There you go. Hey, don't forget to recalibrate once it updates. All right. Well, we have the last little bit of this 1 minute call. Let's take a lap around the track. Thank our sponsor. Thank Macklin. Thank White Glove Home Improvement Clinic RC. Thank Garage Door Guys, Hobby Wing, Vision Racing, Team Brood, JNSRC Hobbies, A-Main Hobbies, Team Associated, and Reedy Factory, Team Extreme RC Northwest, Twiddle Lift Northwest, J Concepts, ProTech RC, Team Techno. We want to remind our girls that are out here, we've got a program, a Drive Like a Girl program. If you want to know more information about that, go see Brenda Wilson. And another reminder again, Wildly Events RC going to be hosting the Work Series. Round 1 of the Work Series is going to be hosted at Hayden RC Raceway, HRCR, over there at beautiful Hayden, Idaho. Probably one of the nicest 8-scale facilities in the world. The 90s, I'm stalling for you, man. I'm doing everything I can. HRCR, one of the best 8-scale facilities I've ever been to. I've been to a lot of them, and that one is super duper nice. So Rural Regionals, we've got that, using that as a little bit of a track warm-up for Nationals too. So Fuel Nats sign-ups open up tomorrow, excuse me, on Monday, April 1st. How are we doing over there, guys? How are we doing? All right. Anthony, how you doing? Copy that. If Jackson didn't spend so much of his time working on the RCU cars, I probably would be a little bit less gracious right now. Yay. I just did. Extreme RC Hobbies, if you've got a tab open at Extreme RC, go get that settled now, please. All right, you good, Jackson? All right. There we go, good teamwork, guys. Again, Jackson getting a little bit of special treatment there. He spends a lot of time wrenching on those RCU cars. Give him a moment's grace for the countless hours he's spent keeping those cars on the track. All right, Jackson, let's go get you lined up. Anthony, you going to make it? All right. Tyler Jones, your TQ. Scott Jackson, 2. Carson, 3. Terry, 4. Leave 5 open. 6 is Jackson. Sean in 7, followed by Zach, BJ, and Andrew. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. We are going on the tone in less than 5. Yeah, everybody getting their first couple of laps in. Tyler Jones, Carson Phipps, Scott Jackson, your top 3. So Scott Jackson in that number 3 spot right now, but Terry wants it down that straightaway, running to the line. 14.8 out of Scott Terry, a 14.8 as well. So Tyler Jones making a mistake here, falls back to 4, but we've got a battle 1, 2, and 3, 4 together over that front table. Working down that back straightaway. Carson Phipps, now your leader. Scott Jackson, Terry, and Tyler in tow. 4 truck freight train. A little bit of heavy hauling here. Carson inching away just a little bit. Scott Jackson trying to hold off a charging Terry Stephenson. Tyler Jones just doing everything he can. But the top 4 trucks are so evenly paced. Your 1, 2, and 3, and 4 all clean over that infield double. Working through the switchbacks. Coming up into some traffic now. Andrew, next 3. And go, 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 go. Great job, guys. Way to work together with the leaders. We are halfway home, drivers. So top 4 doing their own thing. Oh, Scott making a mistake. Oh, and Tyler getting wrapped up. So Tyler going to fall back a little bit here. It's going to move Terry Stephenson up to that number 2 spot. Carson Phipps to the lead. It's Carson, Terry, Tyler, and Scott. Your 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 2:15 left on the clock, drivers. 2:15. Andrew Chong now up to the 5 spot. Andrew Chong starting his day in the C main, working to the B, working to the A. Now finds himself starting 10 up to 5. Carson, a 14.5 last time by his personal best, but hot lap on track is Jones with a 14.199. So drag race 2 and 3. Tyler Jones almost had an inside look on Terry Stephenson. Jackson falling out of that pack just a little bit here. It's Phipps, Stephenson, Jones, a little bit of a look as Terry tapped a pipe down the back straightaway coming across the line. All 3 of those cars separated by 0.7 of a second. Carson trying to hold everybody off right here. Andrew Chong, you've got 1, 2, and 3 coming in hot, couple corners. And go. Thank you. So Carson, 2 mistakes right there. Going to fall to the 3rd spot right there. Thank you for the stop and go. 1, 2, and 3 still together. Not quite as tight. 1, 1, 2 to go. Stephenson out front. Jones to the 2. Phipps to the 3.
1 minute
Down the back straightaway. Coming inside a 1 minute to go. 14.2 that time by out of Terry. Tyler of 3. The 16.6. Making an 18.1 out of Carson. Back-to-back bad laps. Going to be 4.5 back. Battle now is going to be 1 and 2. 1 and 2 going to be Terry and Tyler down that back straightaway. Battle of the purple trucks. Team Purple. BJ, you've got 1 and 2 coming in hot. And go. Thank you. Jackson, 1 and 2 coming in hot. Thank you. 25 seconds to go. If you see a truck with purple on it, do not be the reason. They are coming together as a pair, and Tyler Jones going to tap out. So Tyler Jones taps out. 20 seconds to go. Make it 15. It's going to be Terry Stephenson now. So Terry Stephenson tries to break his truck in the sweeper. It seems to have all 4 corners still. Less than 5 drivers. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Your leader down the straightaway, coming to the line. Terry Stephenson, winner of the season finale
Jackson
here at DieHard. Tyler Jones
Zach Lalone
finishes
done.
up in 2.
Tyler Jones
Carson
done.
Phipps trying to play a
Carson
spoiler.
Phipps
Finishes
done.
up in that number 3
Andrew
spots.
Chong done.
Looking for a finish on a couple.
Scott Jackson done.
Scott Jackson 4.
Sean
Jackson
O'Reilly
done 5.
done.
Followed by BJ,
All drivers are
Zach,
finished.
Andrew, and Sean.
The race is complete.
That is the race. All stop, all done, all stop, all done. Terry Stephenson, Tyler Jones, and Carson Phipps, your podium. Race 24 up now. 17.5
Up
two-wheel
next,
drive buggy
race
A
number
main
24.
event.
17.52 WD buggy by Pufferfish Racing.
Yeah.
A main.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, if you have an open tab with Extreme, you need to close it. If you want her to keep an open tab for you, make sure you're closing them out so she can finish her books. Thank you.
One minute to the start of the race. Travis Itter. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Bryant Carlson.
Hey,
15
can
seconds
we all
to the
take
start
a
of the
second
race.
and hands together, Brandon Dyke. Great program today, pushing this one through with a lot of entries, and it's knocking on the door
Less
of
than
8
5.
o'clock here. So, all right, you guys go ahead, warm them up.
Dylan Ferreira. Corey McCartney. Tyler Jones. Bradley Sproul. Jared Kazokria. Brian Itter. Brandon Dyke. Lukewarm water.
All right, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. Bradley, head on up front there, take the top spot. So Bradley has made the announcement after this season he is hanging up the stock program. So great job, way to represent Team Associated Bradley Sproul. Nicely done. Tyler Jones in the 2. Bryant Carlson 3. Luke Warmwater 4. Travis Eider. Look at Eider making the A main at DieHard, rolling in from Idaho. Nicely done. Corey 6, Brandon 7, Dylan 8, Jared 9, and Jared in there, and Brian. The whole team. Look at that. All right. We are ready to go. Somebody's got to cheer. Corner's ready. It's time to get serious. Why are we missing one? Zach's there. He's being really nice. Corner's ready. Driver's ready. Let's go racing. Sound of tone. You guys were solid. Nice job. That was a great start. Keep it up that way. Let's keep this clean. Keep this clean. Okay. Okay. All right, 1 minute in. Bradley doing what it takes, leading this one as they cross. It is all changed up. Luke Warmwater, Brian Eider in the 2, Carlson 3, Eider, Travis Eider 4, top 4 there. So the Idaho game coming up through the traffic. They are ready for Hobby Expo. Straight away outside and clear. Nice job, Zach. Way to go, bud. So Luke and Brian battling it out here. Let's find them on the track. It's an orange car. Here he goes. There's Luke across the line right now. Left side of the track. Through the rhythm section they go. Luke Warmwater holding off Brian Eider. Watch it through the right side clear. So Travis Eider to the 3 now. He is 3.8. Brian to the lead, making a move on Luke Warmwater. Eider in the lead on the right side. Down the line they go. Luke Warmwater had some horsepower on Eider there. Travis, Bradley, Brandon, Corey, Jared, Bryant, Tyler, and Dylan. Great battle 3 through 6 right now, too. So Eider's running smooth. Nice clean run here with Brian and Luke now. Half a second separating them. Travis and Bradley, 3/10 separating them. Brandon and Corey, 3/10 separating them. Battles throughout the field. But the leaders right now are locked in a battle up front. Down the straightaway, nope, wrong car. Here we go on the table. Coming up on the back of Bryant Carlson. You'll see him. Let him go when they get to you. All right, lukewarm water still has Brian Eider locked in his sights right now. Over the rhythm section they go. Year 1 and year 2. 3 and 4. Travis Eider, Bradley Sproul over the rhythm section. So we're just, mistake out of lukewarm water. That's going to give Eider a big checkout gap. But here comes Eider. Travis now in the 3. So where did Luke shuffle in here? He's still in the 2. So Brady Jansen, lukewarm water, a.k.a. lukewarm water, doing a great job holding off Bradley Sproul, Travis Eider, Brandon Dyke, Corey McCartney. 1 minute to go, racers. 1 minute to go. Orange car, open track in front of him. He is running away. And if anybody's thinking anything different, that's a just stock ESC in Brian Eider's car, I've been told, and it is flying. 30 seconds to go. Oh, Jones, a little patience out of Jones. Eider, warm water, Sproul, Travis, Dyke, McCartney, Jared, Tyler, Bryant, and Dylan. 20 seconds left. Looks like we still have 2 and 3, Luke, Bradley, and Travis. Travis still only 5/10 off of the back of Sproul. Right here on the rhythm section. All right, race him to the line. Race him to the line. That's your final race. 17.5, two-wheel drive buggy sponsored by Puffer Fish Racing.
Bryant Carlson done. Dylan Ferreira done.
Congratulations, Brian Eider.
Corey McCartney done. Brian Eider done.
Nicely
Tyler
done.
Jones
Lukewarm water 2,
All drivers have
Bradley
finished.
3,
The race is
Travis
completed.
4, Brandon 5, Corey 6, Jared 7, 8 is Bryant, 9 is Tyler, Dylan 10.
Up next, race number 25. 2WD modified buggy by Wild Events. A main.
All right, race number 25 of 25, final race of the evening. Two-wheel drive modified buggy, A main. Great battles there in 17.5. Solid, fast run by most of the field there. All right.
1 minute to the
Come
start
on,
of the
marshals,
race.
back out there, please. I've got a couple of guys that are otherwise occupied. Team HRCR showing up strong here today at DieHard. Thank you guys for making the
45
trip over here.
seconds to the start of the
Congratulations,
race.
Brian. Toby's showing up weak. Everybody else showing up strong. All right, marshals to position. Let me get marshal to 8,
30
please.
seconds
Marshals
to the
over
start of the
8.
race.
All right. We are good to go. Drivers,
15 seconds to the start of the race. Magic Man. Jeff Jenkins Jr. Roger Syme, less than 5. Marcus Ramirez. Ryan Rivas. Derek Farmer. Voss. Milky. Towel.
Yeah, we got checks on everybody. Straightaway is closed, no new laps. Straightaway is closed, no new laps. Here TQ, Ashton Bristol. Tyler Wilbur going to start off from that number 2 spot. Ryan Rivas 3. Hadley going to roll off from 4. Roger Syme 5. Marcus 6. Followed by Jeff, Derek, and Brett. right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Keep it clean, single file through that tabletop. On the tone in less than 5. Tyler making a mistake and a fall back to the end. There's no better time to make it than on lap 1. Caution in the front, tabletop, clear. Roger in that number 4 spot, chasing down Hadley. A whole group of cars all running together. Hadley and Rivas swapping spots. I got my red and my blues confused. Yeah, that was a mistake out of our leader. A rare one right behind you, Travis. So Ashton Bristol dropping to 4. It's Hadley, Rivas, Syme, Bristol, and Wilbur, your top 5. Hadley playing ping pong with those pipes. Getting away with it, working through the wall ride right now. Keith down the back straightaway goes 12-9, backs it up with a 13-5. We got Roger Syme now up to 2. Roger getting around Ryan, so Ryan falls back to that number 4 spot now as Ashton comes up to 3. That second group right there, all together. Roger, Ashton, Ryan, and Tyler. Oh, and Roger going to tap. Oh, no. Roger taps out and collects Ryan. So Ryan falls to 5 now. Oh, no. Caution getting through the sweeper. Caution getting into the rhythm. Caution into the rhythm. Caution into the rhythm. And clear. Roger all by himself, tapping the pipe just a little bit right there. We're going to work through traffic, guys. Work it out, work it out. So Hadley now with a 2.5, to make a 2.7 second lead over Ashton. Ashton, Tyler, Roger is your battle. Caution getting clear. Roger going to be tapping out right there. Going to come into the clutches of the next group. Ryan Rivas now bringing himself back up to that number 4 spot. So Ashton and Tyler running 2 and 3 right now. Ashton into the rhythm section. Tyler working into the rhythm section. So Tyler Wilbur holding a 4.2 second advantage over Ryan Rivas in that 4 spot. It's 4, 5, and 6 is the action on track. Rivas, Syme, and Jenkins. 1 minute 45 seconds left to go. Rivas in 4. Roger Syme, Jeff Jenkins running 5 and 6 right here. Red and blue is going to be Roger. The teal colored car is going to be Jeff Jenkins Jr. Down the back straight they go. It's going to be 4, 5, and 6. Keith Hadley still working on that lead. 3 seconds. Caution in the kink. Caution in the kink. So Keith 3.1 ahead of Ashton. Ashton 2.8 ahead of Tyler. Rivas and Syme is your battle. Caution it on the straightaway and clear. Work together, guys. Work together. Wilbur in that number 3 position, working through traffic. Roger Syme, the next victim for our leader. Down the straightaway goes Keith Hadley, lapping up through 5th. 25 seconds left to go on the clock. Ashton has closed the gap now back to 3. He's 6 seconds up on Wilbur in 3. Ryan Rivas is in that number 4 spot. Still Roger, Marcus, Jeff, Brett, and Derek rounding out the field as time is expiring. Drivers race
Marcus
it to the
Ramirez
line.
done. Jeff Jenkins Jr. done. Towel done. Boss done. Magic Man done. Derek Farmer done. Milky done.
That is
Roger
a
Sam
race.
done.
All stop, all done, all stop, all done. Keith Hadley, your winner. Ashton Bristol, 2. Tyler Wilbur, 3. Followed by Roger, Ryan, Marcus, Jeff, Brett, and Derek. That is a race. That is a point series. Top 3 from all classes to the foyer for podium pictures. Again, top 3 from all classes out for
The
podium
race is
pictures.
completed.
We're going to get points calculated for the season. Get going with that here shortly.
All right, let's meet us in the back room. We are ready to go for our champions. Bring your cars, and we'll get your pictures and send you on your way.
If you borrowed chairs or tables, make sure you put them on the racks. There's one over by registration and then for table and chairs. So make sure you put your stuff back.
All right, let's go with our novice. Today's results is what we're going to do right now. So, Jason, I need you in the trophy. Come grab your
All right,
trophy, Jason.
Somebody left a Sanwa M17. It's over here at the RD booth. Someone left
We are
it
doing
out on the
today's
track.
race and the overall, okay? So if you won top 3 today, you're here to get a pick. All right, we got Jason in the 3 today. Jamal 2. Is Jamal with us still? Okay. And Dalton, top spot. All right, do I have Aaron Brooks? Roger, we're ready for you. Ryan Rivas, I need you in here. Ryan Rivas. Keith Hadley, Ashen Bristol. Ryan Rivas, there he is. Bring it, bud. Eider, you in there? Eider, come get your trophy, bud. And Bradley is in here, and then we need, hey, Brady. Okay, you're coming. Ashton, I need you back over here. You need a car? Did you bring a car already? Wilbur, you're up now, too. Hadley, where you at, bud? He was. Keith Hadley. Hadley.
'Check. Overall season trophies coming up next. All right, what are you starting with? Copy that. Oh, yeah. Oh. Up first is 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy.
But don't go anywhere, Ash.
17.5 two-wheel drive buggy. Third place, Corey McCartney. Second place, Bradley Sproul. And first place, Luke Warmwater.
There's 3 full pages of 17.5. Yeah, I know it.
Up next, 21.5 two-wheel drive buggy. Third place, Levi Lalone. Second place, Jackson Dunn. And first place, Chris Painter. I'm trying. 64 of them. Stadium Truck. All right, next is going to be 13-5 Stadium Truck. Third place, Scott Davis. Second place, Terry Stephenson. Your overall season champion, Tyler Jones.
Great season, everybody. Nice job in here. The champs standing around. And then Stalker. I didn't think I was going to get it. Hey, you really saw his face. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you didn't know? I was backed up. I thought for sure to make it anything. I wasn't going to get it. Thanks to this guy. Hey, look at me. Smile.
Two-wheel drive modified buggy presented by Wildly Events is next. Third place, Tyler Wilbur. Second place, Ashland Bristol. And our overall champion, Keith Hadley.
This was a pretty tight battle with him.
Yeah, he won by 1 point. Yeah, Ashland got the TQ, but Keith got the win. You got it by 1 point.
Your math
Up next is going to be 13-5 four-wheel drive buggy presented by Linwood Auto and Truck Service. All right. Third position, 13-5 four-wheel drive buggy, Patrick Zoost. Corey McCartney in that number 2 spot, and Bradley Sproul, your season champion.
Bradley's going to have 2 toolboxes. Wilbur's going to go home and make himself a first place. All right, Cormont, or whatever you got.
Up next, four-wheel drive modified buggy. In third position, Tyler Wilbur. Hadley in that number 2 spot. And Ashton Bristol, your series champion. Up next, Masters two-wheel drive open buggy presented by Toyota Lift Northwest. In third position, Derek Farmer. In second position, Brett Wilson. And your overall season champion, Aaron Brooks.
We've been trash talking all season. Why stop now? That's right. That's right. Poor kids. Are they still here?
5 for novice.
In 5th place in novice class, Briella Lalone. In 4th position, Zane McKnight. Coming home in that number 3 position, Brody Colbeck. In 2nd place, Jason Engbaum. And your overall series champion, Dalton Guerrero.
So we don't have our fifth here, is that right? Brielle's gone. Brielle's gone. Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be fitting. I don't think you want to see Levi in there, but her dad. You're gonna hold it like this. Oh, good.
Hey!
Great job, novice class. Nice job.
All right, we good to shut this down now? Let's shut down.
Hey, I want a picture of the two of you.
Yeah.
You guys killed it.
Thanks, guys, for another good season. We'll be happy.
Yeah, so glad your whole family is involved.
And then got one of these coming to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Even though, you know.
Trying to get stuff in there. Gavin, can we get the keys to let... whatever, that's fine. I don't care. As long as it just gets done. I don't care. I just need things done.
Thank you.